Hello everyone and welcome to this week's Hope News. I'm Chloe, I'm on the staff team and I just have one thing to tell you about this week, and it's 24 hours of prayer, which is coming up this Wednesday the 21st of September starting at 7:30 over at St David's. We'll then be coming over to St Mary Magdalene from around 8:39 for the rest of the 24 hours. But if you were here last week or if you caught the newsletter, you will have seen that I talked through the timings a little bit more, so I'm not going to go through that again here. Please check out our YouTube channel if you missed the notice video last week, or go to the welcome desk to sign up for the newsletter if you haven't already. I wanted to tell you a little bit more today about why we're doing this 24 hours of prayer, or more what we're doing in the space, what it will be like when you come to Mary Mag's. We believe that prayer is at the heart of what it means to follow Jesus, being in communication with our Father, but we don't always find it easy to access or know what to do. And so one of the things that we feel passionate about at Hope is trying to make space for you to engage in different ways of what it might mean to connect with your Creator. And so when we get together for 24 hours of prayer, we've tried to think about different ways that it might feel like home, to come home and engage with God through prayer in this space. So we have kind of thought about some different ideas. We've got some thoughts about what it might mean for us to intentionally think about buildings and pray about buildings in our own church and our own community. So for St David's, for St Mary Magdalene, and all that we have to do here, but also for our local area, for things that you and I care about, for our young people, for those who are sick, for those who are bereaved. And that feels particularly pertinent right now as we mourn the loss of Queen Elizabeth. So we'll still have our condolence book out and some candles that you can light. Also, we're really conscious that often we think about praying as talking in some form, thinking words. How do we phrase things in the right way? Or are we saying the right thing? And we wanted to make a bit of room to engage in prayer in a different way with our bodies, to think about what it means to connect with our Creator through our limbs, through our stomachs, through our breathing. So there'll also be a space in Mary Magdalene to think about our breath, to think about our feet, to think about the space, this idea of coming in and grounding ourselves here, rooting ourselves in the here and now as we come to pray. So throughout the 24 hours, once we're over from St David's, there will be stations available. We've got some kind of psalms to help inspire thoughts and prayers, but also this space and opportunity for grounding. And we would love to invite you to come at any time that you would like to throughout that 24-hour period. Just to highlight again, as I mentioned last week, it will be possible for you to come and pray through the night if you would like to do that. But if you would, we'd really appreciate you signing up, just so that we know who to expect, how to make the building available and safe in the nighttime. And if you would rather pray at home, you're very welcome to, but we'd love to invite you to make use of this space that we're trying to create. And finally, as I've referenced a couple of times, you saw me on here last week. So if you'd like to see a different face, and maybe even that face be your own, do let us know. We would love it to record video notices with all of the members of the community. So do get in touch. So that's 24 hours of prayer starting this Wednesday, 21st of September at 7:30 over at St David's. We're going to begin there, and then coming over together, we're going to prayer walk together from 8:30 from St David's over to St Mary Magdalene and engage in the rest of our 24 hours here. And we're rounding off 24 hours of prayer with Seek First, an opportunity for more open and corporate worship and prayer on Thursday the 22nd at 7:30. I really hope to see you there at all or some or any of the events that I've mentioned, and do check out the newsletter and last week's video for a bit more specifics about the timings. Thanks everyone, see you soon.